Hey, Andrea here for mynexttablet.com today with an unboxing of the Lenovo Tab for 8. It's an 8-inch Android tablet that was introduced at Mobile World Congress and is available pretty much everywhere now. I've seen it in the United States, in Europe, and it's probably available in Asia as well. Alright, it's a relatively inexpensive tablet. In the United States, I believe it costs just over 100 US dollars. In Europe, it costs 169 euros. And yeah, it's relatively inexpensive. And let's just start our unboxing. I already reviewed the Lenovo Tab for 10 Plus. That's first of all a 10-inch version, but also a bit higher end version of the standard Tab 4 series. You can also get a Tab for 8 Plus, but this is the Tab for 8, which is the cheapest version. So if you want to see a review of the Plus series, just watch the review of the 10-inch Plus tablet because the hardware is pretty much identical except for the screen size. Alright, this is the 8-inch tablet. Let's put it to the side first. Then inside we've got a warranty card and quick start guide and so on. Nothing super special. Then we've got the charger over there and then a standard USB to micro USB cable. So no USB Type-C here. The Plus series does have a USB Type-C port, so only micro USB here. Alright, let's put it to the side and let's take a look at the tablet itself. I already turned it on once and connected to Wi-Fi and my Google account and played with it just a bit. But let's take a look at the hardware first. First of all, we've got a 2 megapixel camera over there, so not the highest resolution. Then we've got the 8-inch display. It has an HD resolution, so 1280 by 800. It's certainly not the highest pixel density you can get. And if you're comparing it with your smartphone, the chances are very high that your smartphone has a higher pixel density. But still on 8 inches, I think an HD resolution, like here 1280 by 800, is still alright. It's not as bad as on a 10-inch display. So it's certainly fine. Then we've got nothing here. On the sides, we've got speakers, so 2 front-facing speakers. That's certainly useful, but you have to be a bit careful if you're watching a movie or something. If you're watching it like this, you might cover the speakers here. That's not so good, but if you're holding it like this, which is actually doable in one hand, that seems certainly fine. Alright, on the back, we've got a 5 megapixel camera, and then we've got a volume rocker over here, a power button, and then nothing on the bottom. On the other side, we've got a micro SD card slot behind this lid, and I guess that's where the SIM card slot will be as well if you're getting the LTE version, but I just have the standard version without any 4G. Alright, and on top we've got the headphone jack and then the micro USB port. The build quality seems fine. I reviewed the Lenovo Tab 3.7 Essential and Tab 3.7 Plus, and the build quality of the Tab 4.8 is a bit better than those. Not by much. It's a lot better than the Tab 3.7 Essential, which was a very cheap tablet. It's a bit better than that. Maybe even a bit better than the Amazon Fire HD8. It's certainly not too thick. We've got a kind of interesting texture here on the back. It's not super smooth, but that makes it feel relatively nice. You won't see fingerprints easily, at least I'm not seeing any fingerprints right now. And the bezel seems fine too. For the price, I would say the build quality seems to be alright. Alright, let's take a look at the internal hardware, and while doing so, I will start a game. Inside here runs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 425. That's a quad-core chip with 4 cores, and those 4 cores are clocked at 1.4 gigahertz. And it's not the fastest chip as you might expect from a cheaper tablet. Since we only have an HD resolution, it will be fine for most things, especially day-to-day stuff like browsing the web, watching YouTube, watching Netflix. It will be fine for that. But as you will see now with Mortal Kombat 5, there are sometimes problems with games. Obviously not with all games, and especially your lower end games, they should run without much problems. But there is a problem with Mortal Kombat 5. I played this already, And yeah, I'm just starting new because I never finished the first level, because it's just not really playable. The beginning is totally fine. Everything runs smoothly at the beginning, and now we will see some lags. As soon as there is some major action, it really starts to lag and you can't control it smoothly anymore. Once your enemies are dead and the action is over, you can walk through the world quite smoothly, but then it begins to lag again, like now, and yeah, that really doesn't make any fun. So now the enemy is dead, no action, and we can actually look around smoothly and walk around smoothly. But if you've played it, there will be action soon, and then it will be laggy again, and that's certainly not that much fun. Other games run smoothly though. In fact, I was surprised how well Asphalt Extreme ran. In the medium graphic settings, I had no problems at all, and I turned it to the maximum graphic settings, and even that did run surprisingly smooth. Maybe there's some frame drops now and then, but there are no major issues with Asphalt Extreme like there are with Modern Combat 5. So I will just start a game here. Yeah, next to the Snapdragon 425, by the way, are 2 GB of internal memory, so the RAM, and then 16 GB of internal storage. Out of those 16 GB, you've got just over 8 GB to use by yourself, so that's not that much. There's a micro SD card slot where you can put your music or movies maybe, but otherwise you are stuck with just over 8 GB to use by yourself. Right, this is loading at the highest possible graphic settings with this tablet now. Since it's an HD resolution, obviously the processor doesn't have to do too much in the highest graphic settings. Then it's only HD, not full HD or higher. And you see a difference on the screen, that it is not as detailed as with higher end tablets, but that's just something that's expected at this price point. But as you can see, there are no major issues here. This is on the highest graphic settings now to have it run super smoothly. I would just turn down the graphics a bit, and but it certainly runs a lot better than Modern Combat 5, even at the highest graphic settings, which I am playing at right now. Alright, let's just stop the gaming here, and I will start the browser. Let's just browse around a bit. I will go to mynexttablet.com, and there shouldn't be any issues there. Again, the processor is not the fastest, but it's not bad either, and there shouldn't be huge issues when just browsing the web, watching some YouTube. That should really work fine without any major issues, even when opening a couple of tabs in the background. Let's just do that and then switch between them, but that should really be fine without any major issues. Let's scroll and switch. Yeah, it certainly should be fine. Alright, on here runs Android 7.1.1 Nougat, and we can quickly confirm that in the settings, and there we go, Android 7.1.1 Nougat, which is very nice because the Tab 3 series is still running Marshmallow, and I'm not sure if Lenovo will ever update them. I don't know if they will ever release updates for the Tab 4 series, but right now it runs pretty recent Android, and that is nice. What's also nice is that the interface is not customized a lot. Kind of not at all. Everything is just like standard Android. There are not too many customizations, and it works pretty nicely. I really like the interface from the Tab 4 10 Plus already, and it's basically just the same software. There is something missing though with the Tab 4 10 Plus. There's a productivity mode which kind of transforms Android into more like a desktop operating system. That is missing here, but everything else is still there. And you can also have several users and a kids mode, and so you can give it to your kids. There are a couple of apps pre-installed, obviously the ones from Google, then the ones from Microsoft, and Lenovo has a couple of ones as well, like a file manager, a Dolby app, so you can configure the sound. The sound is relatively loud, by the way. It's not the best speakers at all, but it's pretty loud. So yeah, you can certainly listen to some music. There are a couple of other apps pre-installed, like a sound recorder, FM radio, but you can deinstall most of them actually, except a couple of system apps, but most of them you can just throw out if you like. All right, my first impressions of the Lenovo Tab 4.8 are pretty good at this price. Obviously, there is some competition, especially where Amazon is. You can get the Amazon Fire HD8, for example, as an alternative, but then you are stuck with the Amazon UI. There's also the Xiaomi Mi Pad 3 and obviously the Lenovo Tab 4.8 Plus if you want a noticeably faster processor, higher resolution display, and that one also has a fingerprint reader. This one does not. You just unlock it via a password or something. Alright, just a couple of quick impressions. If you have any questions, please write them down below. I hope I will have the final review up before IFA, but maybe I won't make it, so it might be a couple of weeks. So just write down any questions below and I will try to include them in my final review. I'm AJ from mynexttablet.com. Thanks for watching.